This year I had the opportunity to deep dive 3 different offenses: the San Francisco 49ers, the Miami Dolphins, and the Washington Commanders. And this is everything I learned. Each offense I ran at a different point of the year, and they all have different strengths and weaknesses that I think you guys will find interesting and you can learn some pretty cool stuff from. And real quick, College Football 26 is coming out pretty soon, and I don't yet know what offense I want to run to start the game. So if you guys can drop some offenses down in the comment section that you guys would want me to break down and deep dive, that would be very much appreciated. So the first formation we're breaking down is the gun U off stack, and we're coming out in the play motion PA crossers. Now, as you can see, it is a heavy set. We got 2 tight ends in the line of scrimmage. I actually have Christian Okoye subbed in at the left tight end right here, running the motion flat route. That is the star route of this route combo. You're going to get the ball in open space. You want a really good open space player to make people miss, gain a bunch of yards. We also have Deebo Samuel on a stem down post route, and we have George Kittle on a streak to clear him out. And then to the left of Deebo, we have Calvin Ridley on an in route as opposed to a drag route. You can run a drag route. I like the in route better. It runs slower. It creates more horizontal space between Okoye and Ridley here. And then I have Christian McCaffrey on his own in route just to balance out the route combo. As you can see here, we're going to snap the ball. You're going to hit Christian Okoye, and you're going to have a bunch of space to go run and make a play. Right here, I'm going to wait on this Deebo Samuel post route. It's not something I'm actively looking to hit early, but if everything's covered, it usually gets open late. This is actually another route combo that I might even like better. It is streaking McCaffrey and actually dragging Kittle. And this is going to give us another early option if the motion flat isn't there. Nice little seam to Christian McCaffrey for a gain underneath. Then right here, I'm going to hit Kittle on the drag versus zone. It's open. Nice little chunk of yards there. And then here, we're going to showcase the in route. Look at the space it creates between Okoye and Ridley. Wide open over the middle of the field for a gain of 10, 11 right there. So the next play we're breaking down is this motion PA switch flood. And the only things you need to know here is you need to streak the outside left receiver and keep the left tight end on his wheel route. All the route combos from the previous play will apply here, but we're facing cover 3. I'm going to go ahead and snap the ball. The streak is going to clear out the deep third, and if we get the timing right, we throw it not too early, not too late, we'll be able to hit it up the sideline. Do not throw this late. It will get picked, except versus cover 2. Throw it as late as you want versus cover 2 because this thing is a 1-play touchdown versus cover 3. You could throw that thing so late. I don't care. It's a 1-play touchdown. Now we're facing cover 4. Again, do not throw this late. With the right timing, this will be a nice little shot down the sideline. It's just because that wheel route runs very tight at the sideline. It's hard for the zones to play it. Look at this. This is cover 1 man. Watch Brian Dawkins. He gets picked off. He gets late. Because of the motion, he's out of position, and you're able to throw it for a huge gain. The last play I'm breaking down out of the gun U off stack is the motion PA Y leak. And this is not something I run a bunch in the game, but here's the route combo. We got X clearing out the drag wheel with the tight end here. This is versus cover 3. You get enough time. I barely do. I'm able to get this off and hit that nice hole shot to George Kittle there for a good gain. This is versus cover 4. So we got 4 deep quarters in the field. Same premise applies. We're just clearing out, and we're able to hit Kittle towards the sideline. I don't freeform this, by the way. Don't use the left trigger, just regular freeform. You don't want to lead the ball too far. This right here is versus cover 2. You'd think, right, like this thing would get open versus cover 2, which it does, but there's actually a route combo that I'm about to show you that I like better, and that's turning that clear out instead of a streak into a super stemmed up corner route. This thing gets open quicker. I just like it quicker. I don't want to wait for the drag curl. And it's a potential 1-play touchdown. Moving into the live gameplay breakdown, here I'm going to play motion PA crossers. The setup is all the same, except I use the drag. I wasn't privy to the in route yet, but this looks like cover 0. I'm motioning out the flat. It gets usered, and we're able to hit Kittle on this drag. If I were to break a tackle, could be a big gain, but we take a gain of 2. Here, I see him press down in what could possibly be a cover 2, so I take my shot, obbling over to the switch flood. And what do you know? The motion wheel gets wide open down the sideline for a huge gain. I don't even know if that was cover 2. It might have been a cover 3 cloud, but that plays awesome. Here, showcasing the PA motion crossers again. He doesn't have any press down hard flat, so we're able to hit the motion flat. Here, I run the switch flood, and he's already seen it for 1-play touchdown, so he's threatened. So he actually forgets about this crosser. I think that was a middle deep third right there, and we're able to throw this for a touchdown. I love this U-off stack. Hopefully these plays help you out. Moving on to our next heavy formation, we got the gun split close, and if you're going to run 1 play out of this formation, it's going to be the motion Y flood. Here I have George Kittle on a stem down post. I have Deebo Samuel on the opposite side on a streak. I have Christian Okoye on a streak and Calvin Ridley on a drag. As we snap the rock, we're going to have a bunch of different options here. CMC in a motion, we're going to have Christian Okoye on the seam. There is options to beat pretty much every zone in the game out of just this setup. We got Calvin Ridley on the drag here. I'm just going versus cover 3 because that's the most common setup you'll see. We take a little time here. I don't know why the hook curls are playing abnormally far. You're going to have Kittle on this huge post, which is awesome. The next play we're kind of breaking down here is this motion halfback swing. This isn't something I call a bunch, but it's actually pretty dang good. when you work it in sparingly. It's basically an extension of the run game. Get some good blocks, get upfield, and then it also has a brother play in this motion fullback cross screen. You just need to take your time, make sure Okoye gets through the line of scrimmage, and if you do it correctly, you're gonna be able to pick up some pretty big chunk plays just like this right here. So the next thing we're going over is my red zone setup. We're coming out in the play halfback rail, and I crafted this mostly to go against cover 2 and cover 4 because that's what you'll see in the red zone. Basically flat on the left receiver, streak the running back, curl the tight end, out route the right wide receiver, and we got Okoye on a flat. Basically, this combo does a pretty darn good job of beating cover 2 and cover 4. Right here, you look at a cover 4 with hard flats, just shaded down. You're going to either have McCaffrey or Kittle, those two guys attacking the middle of the field. Basically, whichever one the user doesn't pick is the one you throw to here. So right there, we hit Kittle. Then we could also hit McCaffrey, super solid versus cover 4. Here you might see some man coverage with some hard flats. You could do the same thing. The reason I come out in halfback rail is it has that Kittle return route. So if you want to, if you see man coverage, you want to work that in, you're going to have that over the middle. And then also the out route on the right side. We get a little bumping here, but it gets open versus man. Out routes and in routes are really good versus man this year. That's just something, if you take from this video, keep that in mind. Right here, we're working the motion Y flood, and I'm just showing off all the reads. We got the halfback in the seam. Right here, we're going to snap the ball, and we're going to hit Kittle over the middle. His user takes the halfback. This time, we have the post, which is awesome. And then right here, take a look at the safeties. He's pulled these guys down. I didn't show this route at all off in practice mode because it's usually not there. But you look at the game, dudes pulled their safeties down. That clear out is actually going to get over the top for touchdown. And then I thought this was pretty cool. I call the halfback swing. He sells that with the user, and we're actually able to take this up the middle for a rushing touchdown. Pretty solid game. 2 touchdowns, 233 yards, 87.5% completion percentage. The split close is very efficient. Moving on to our next set of formations, we are in our compression sets, and we're in the gun tight Y off, running the play motion slot choice. Now, as you can see here, we got Kittle on a stem down post, Randy Moss clearing him out. We have Calvin Ridley on another seam streak, and we have Deebo Samuel on a return route, as well as Christian McCaffrey on a table route. Now, what's really cool about this motion slot choice play is because there was a built-in auto motion and we hot routed out of it, it actually resembles more of a bunch strong versus a gun tight Y off, which is pretty cool because we can flood that right side of the field. There we hit Kittle on a post. Right here, we're showing off the Deebo Samuel return route. This route combo really beats every zone, and then it'll have some good answers to man coverage. Here we hit CMC on the table route, and then sometimes based on how far down the DBs are playing, you're gonna be able to hit this clear route over top for a huge gain. An alternate route combo I like to run is putting Kittle actually on a drag and Ridley on the post. This gets Kittle open underneath for a huge chunk of yards. The next play we're breaking down is the motion mesh spot, and just like the last play, the alignment is 4 wide receivers to the right side of the field, which is cool. We got Kittle on a drag, Ridley on a post, CMC on the stock wheel route, which I'm trying out, and then we have Deebo on the flat and Randy Moss clearing everything out with the streak. This was actually a play that I wasn't really aware of until I started making this video, so shout out you guys. But it's a really cool setup. Here we got the running back on a streak. I think this is probably a little better than the stock wheel route, but all in all, very good route combo. Here we're gonna wait for like 9 hours. I don't know what's up with the hook curls in practice mode. They're playing post, which is crazy, but they don't do this in the game. Next play is tight end corner. This one I almost run exclusively versus man coverage. All I do is stem down both the tight end and the inside slot on the left. I post the outside wide receiver on the right, and I block CMC. This is just a really good man beater. Both these corner routes will beat man as we hit Kittle right there. Here, I'm going to snap it, and I'm going to throw it to Randy Moss, and he's going to beat his man coverage right there. So 2 options. They don't always beat man because man coverage is just weird sometimes, but it's good to have both. And then right here, we're going to hit Calvin Ridley on this stock return route, which is super cool. And then I just wanted to show off this jet touch pass. It's pretty good versus man, versus stuff like double mug. I don't run this all the time, but it's cool to throw in there. And as we get into the game film, I see double mug, so I'm like, all right, let's run this jet touch pass. Nice little game. We get like 5, 6 here. Please ignore the user strip as we get the ball back. But yeah, here we're running the slot choice, and I believe this is a man coverage rep. We actually have Christian Okoye on an in route, which is cool. But there we go. George Kittle on the post. Gets open. Couple jukes. Trying to get in the open field. Trying to turn it into a one-play touchdown. We cannot. But again, facing man, I'm running the slot choice. So I haven't run the tight end corner yet, like I said. But again, the post beats man coverage there. Calvin Ridley. We're getting jiggy in the open field right here. Now we're running tight end corner. We're facing man. I got McCaffrey blocked. We're able to hit Kittle on that nice stem down corner route. And then the red zone here, we're running the slot choice. And instead of streaking Deebo Samuel, I put him on an out route. And if there's any like random tidbit you guys take away from this video, it's that out routes and in routes are very good versus man. On this next play, same slot choice setup. And again, I changed the streak route just a little bit versus man coverage. I put Deebo on this deep post. I don't think his user is going to be able to get there, so I'm able to throw this deep post versus man and just squeak it in there for a big touchdown. So the second formation in our compression section is gun, bunch, X, nasty, and we're calling the play double outs here. The only adjustments we're making are we're putting George Kittle on the post, stemming it down, turning Debo into a clear out and then flat routing Christian McCaffrey. And I'm going to wait here. Again, dude, these hooks in practice mode they're on something right now. But we're able to hit this cool zig route to Randy Moss. This play beats a lot of zone coverage. It'll do some cool stuff versus man coverage as well with the zig route and the post. We hit McCaffrey on the table route there. Another thing you could possibly do, because those hooks are playing insanely deep, is you can put Kittle on a drag and put the outside guy on a post. That's an adjustment you can make. But right here, we're switching to the play smash return. This is the brother of double outs. Again, that post clear out combo, and we're just blocking McCaffrey. That's like really the only adjustments we're making. We're able to wait, hit Kittle on the post here. We're also going to have that little drag here, Randy Moss, which is also pretty good. Right here, I end up putting McCaffrey on a table route to try and create a little more space for the drag route, just showing you guys what you can do versus zone and stuff like that. And then obviously we're going to have that backside return route that most people are going to forget about. This is a really good route combo. Moving on to the motion speed dig under, you're going to see a lot of freestyling coming from me. We got 2 flat routes, we got 2 seam streaks, and we got that big crosser from Randy Moss here. I'm just doing a lot of freestyling out here. I like the ability. I put the flat routes out there in case I get blitzed. We can hit this deep. I like being able to block a couple guys here. We blocked McCaffrey. We're able to wait on that big crosser. We're able to hit it. That's the cool thing about bunch. Like right here, I'm max protecting. This is something you'll see me do actually in the game a lot. When I think I'm getting blitzed, I'm going to max protect and I'm going to put a little drag on the outside. We got the deep crosser. You can do a bunch of cool stuff here. This is a very safe formation. You can do a lot of stuff. Right here in game, I'm running the same red zone setup that I was running out of split close. We got the flat, the out route, the curl, the streak, and the flat route on the right side. Very good. I think this was like a Tampa 2 or something. We were able to hit the out route. Super cool. This is the motion speed dig under setup. I showed you guys. Pay attention, dude. This dude was switch sticking like an animal. Like this was actually, this was a pretty good test. Check this out right here. I think I'm hitting the same crosser. He's getting out there. I throw this, but my Madden IQ, running into him to make sure we get the yards. That got us. That saved us from throwing a pick. I'm gonna be honest right there. So I see him switch sticking. I try and throw this stemmed up deep post for the backside instead of the drag. I think I'm being smart. I go ahead, I snap the ball. I'm like, oh yeah, we're getting a touchdown here. This dude switch sticks back to it and picks it off. So, I mean, good on him, but we're not done here. I call the same setup, and basically I am anticipating him over adjusting here. I check to see what side he switch sticks to. He goes right. I throw this puppy deep left. We're able to hit a touchdown. That's a nice little adjusty play, and we were able to do that because we were able to block everyone. Right here, I have a streak and a deep post on the outside. He doesn't know. He's never seen it. This is the first time I debuted this route combo in this game. We're able to hit a touchdown to seal it. Moving on to our spread sets. We have the doubles flex Y off close, and we're in the play motion angle Y wheel. Right here, this is a very good cover 3 bomb setup. We have this deep crosser going towards the short side of the field, Kittle on a streak, and the outside guy on a comeback. The short side of the field is important here as I feel like it's just easier to throw this crosser. It gets to a better spot. Here we have it going towards the wide side of the field, and we're going to have to pass lead this down a little bit just to get into a nice spot and then, use our legs to get in there. But both are good. I just prefer throwing it towards the short side. Right here, we got double drags, the inside slot and Kittle on double drags. Is a nice little route combo. We're able to hit Kittle late here, and then on the other half, we're able to hit Debo Samuel late. If they're zone dropping their flats super deep, this is going to get very open, and you're going to be able to hit them for nice gains. And then right here, we have the motion CMC angle route, which does a good job. If they play the crosser heavy with their user, you're going to be able to hit that Christian McCaffrey route. And then right here, all I did was put the outside left guy on a comeback, and you're able to recreate that cover 3 bomb out of that double drags play. Now we're in the play Y sail, and the reason I love this is this corner route from George Kittle. It's very unique. You can't hot route to it. You don't find this in, I don't think, any other formation. The angle of it gets over pretty much every zone in the game. I mean, they could be zone dropped to 30, but I still feel like this angle is super good. Right here, I hit this backside dig. One thing I like to do is streak the inside slot guy there. I also like to speed dig this outside guy on the left and stem him up. Out of both spread sets I'm going to show you, this is a staple route I love to run. Looking here, look at the pass block angles. We're still in the Y sail. Look how they drop back. It's going to show that the O-linemen, their passing assignments, they love to drop back. Now I'm audibling over to this PA snag, and if you notice, the pass blocking angles have changed. They're more upfront and attacking, and this is actually going to help you pick up a lot of loop blitzes. So I decided I just wanted to, let you guys know, if you run play action, you're going to have a lot more success versus loop blitzes. Right here, just showing off some different route combos. I like this outside post. This is not a play I run a bunch, but the importance of the tip is that if you're running into loop blitzes, calling play action plays is a good way to pick them up, and you'll be able to move the ball. So the next play we're breaking down is the RPO zone peak glance. One weird thing about it is there's actually a read key. Nothing about that play call name says that this would be a read option, but there is a read key, so it is a little bugged. The thing I like here is this bubble. It's really good in short yards, and the way I like to throw it to get maximum yak is you actually want to aim your left stick inside. So if you're going to the right, you're going to aim it at 9 o'clock. And if you're going to the left, you're going to aim it at 3 o'clock. Again, right here, we have that read key, and we're able to kind of run it up. The read option is not great. I actually use this to get a little extra time on the post. Do beware, if you take too much time, you will get an illegal man upfield. I just think it's a little better than snap throwing, as the snap throws can be kind of close. I hold onto the ball and I'm able to hit it wide open over the middle of the field versus the snap throw right here, which, you know, it's a little tight. Moving to the live gameplay, we have the double drag setup with an outside fade. I meant to put him on a streak. I kind of goofed that one. And then we got Christian McCaffrey on a running back streak. I love these running back streaks. They are so good. We're able to pick up like 30 yards just on that right there. Now we have just an infinite amount of streaks on the field. We go ahead and snap this ball, and we're able to hit the deep post on a nice little gain there. Better passing, that may have been a touchdown, but it is what it is. Now in the red zone, we're calling this Y sail setup. We got the streak on the inside slot to Calvin Ridley, and we're able to hit that versus cover 2 for a nice gain. Right here, we're in Y sail again, stem down corner. I got a post on the right side guy, and we got another little flood concept on the left with the slot guy on a corner. Just a nice little freestyle play. Again, we're calling Y sail here with the speed dig on the outside. We're able to throw this thing for single coverage. I absolutely love that. You'll see me doing that out of both these spread formations. Right here, stem down corner route to George Kittle, gets in the perfect spot for a huge gain. And then the red zone, this is a little like a version of the red zone setup. It's basically double streaks with the tight end and the running back as we hit it there. Does a good job of clearing the hook curl. That was just something I was struggling with, but you know, we were able to get it there. And then again, dude, these speed digs, absolutely masterful versus single coverage on the edge. So the last formation in our spread sets and the last formation in this video is the spread double flex, and we're only running one play. It's the motion double slants wheel. It's probably my favorite play in the game, so buckle up. One thing to point out here, this motion wheel, you just can't guard it with man coverage right there. The guy guarding McCaffrey gets picked off with a drag, and we're able to hit a easy throw to McCaffrey. Like, man coverage just will not be on your field. This is a different route combo. We got, I believe, a post and slants right there. Again, just showcasing you cannot beat man coverage out of this thing. Right here, we have a backside dig, a streak on the left side. We got a stem down post and a drag on the right side. We're going to put CMC in motion. This is versus zone. Nice little game versus cover 3, obviously, but there's a lot of different options you're going to be able to hit here. They're going to have to pay special attention to the running back. Right here, these hook curls in practice mode are playing abnormally far back. That's why that drag got so open. But right here, you'll probably not like you're gonna get this look online, but this throw is gonna be what we're gonna hit online a lot. It's this post route to Kittle. You're gonna have to make them defend that. And then right here on the left side, I got a stemmed up speed out. Like I said, I absolutely love this. It's something you can do. The user is gonna be keyed in on the running back wheel. That's just something you have to do. This right here versus cover 3, double streaks, double speed outs with the running back. We're able to step up in the pocket a little bit here and throw this absolute seed to George Kittle for touchdown. In the game here, this dude was playing a lot of man coverage, and you could probably guess what happened. Right here, we moved Christian Okoye out here, and we're able to hit Deebo Samuel on this backside post for a nice little gain. We get tackled. Next up, we got Okoye in motion. I think this is double stem down post, but it doesn't really matter. Versus man coverage, Okoye just absolutely smokes his man. There's just no shot at defending that. Right here, as we pause it, sorry, the footage is gonna get a little weird, but we have a backside dig on the left side here that we're able to hit. This is a route I love. Again, the theme ins and outs do great versus man coverage. And right here, check out this Deebo Samuel post route. We're gonna send the running back in motion. We got a slant, we got a streak on the outside, we got a backside dig. And his user is going to get kind of caught in no man's land here. We're able to hit Deebo Samuel for a touchdown. You just can't run man coverage versus formation. That's why I love it so much. Check this out right here. I got Kittle stemmed up on a super deep post, and I got the wheel going to the left. The user's going to have to choose one. He chooses to somewhat defend the post. That's going to leave Okoye wide open for a huge touchdown. All right, guys. So our first formation is the gun split close pro, and the first play is the PA cheat wrap cross. First thing I must do is address the elephant in the room. I got kind of a nasty shiner here. I was rolling jiu-jitsu. I got kneed in the face. It's tough. I apologize for the eyesore, but we're here to learn some Madden, so let's cook. All right, so here with the cheat wrap cross, our star route is this Ed McCaffrey motion wheel from the right slot. This route, pretty much, unless there's like a pressed hard flat right around there, you're not going to be able to guard it, at least like early on. You can throw this thing super early. You'll get nice, easy yards. And then on the field, we also have this slant with George Kittle. We have this crosser with Randy Moss, and then we have this halfback streak with Christian McCaffrey. This kind of looks a little weird, right? Because they're all meshing in one spot. You'd think the spacing would be bad, but as we snap the ball, if I can get the I can get the pause correctly here as I'm speed throwing the wheel. If you look at the spacing, like there's a pretty decent triangle right here of spacing. X is getting open. A, not so much. Y is about to get open if I wait like a second longer. So it's a pretty decent route combo. This is something I'd recommend. You can freestyle a little bit if you want. The big thing is this motion wheel is an absolute machine. I'll go ahead and you can just watch. It's just always open. This is my favorite short yardage play in the whole playbook. So right here, we're in the red zone. I'm at the goal line. I need this. This is a 2-point conversion. Big time play in the game. So what I end up doing here, and I do this for most of my goal line stuff, is I'll actually block both of these running backs. So Okoye and Tavon Austin both get blocked. I just want as much time as possible. And then what I'm doing is I'm putting George Kittle right here. I'm putting him on like a little in route right there. And then Calvin Johnson right here, he stays on the stock crosser. And those are just auxiliary routes in case, auxiliary, that's a big word. Those are just like a good route combo in case this motion wheel gets played. Oftentimes it doesn't, but if the guy sells out and he puts a hard flat there or he uses the motion wheel, you're going to be able to hit either the in route or the crosser. So right here, this guy looks to be in a cover 3 on the goal line. So he's got one high safety, 2 guys out here. So the guy we're trying to beat is actually this dude. This dude is in a hard flat. And so we're going to go ahead and we're going to snap the ball. Deion Sanders, we're able to throw this pretty early. We're able to throw it behind the line of scrimmage and just beat the guy to the goal line. This play is just awesome. And then moving on to our second play in the gun split close pro, it's the PA cheat wheel post. Now, this play I call pretty much exclusively versus man coverage. We have this nice motion, this motion wheel. It's a little different than the PA cheat wrap cross because it doesn't hit. It doesn't hit like this area down here. It's a little further up, so it's up here. It doesn't really beat man, but the one thing it does is it's gonna isolate. It's gonna isolate this side. So the hot routes I use here is I'll put the halfback on a streak. This dude, this is his stock post right here, and then I like putting the tight end on a corner route. And as you can see here, as I motion over McCaffrey, it actually gets Kittle and ISO. I saved some of the edits from the video here, which helps out a lot. You're gonna get an ISO on the tight end. If you have a good tight end, you're gonna beat a lot of man coverage for a 1-play touchdown. Same exact route combo right here. Kittle gets open again. This PA cheat wheel post, very good versus man. Alrighty, our third and final play out of the gun split close pro is this PA rye cross. And this is basically just a stock bomb. So right here, this looks like this guy's going to have 2 high safeties. But after you snap the ball, you're going to see that I think this dude rotates to the middle. And it's basically cover 1 man. But this giant post from Ed McCaffrey, this one, it's so long that it will beat pretty much any coverage in the game. It'll beat cover 4. It'll beat man coverage. It's a little long for cover 3. If I were to run this play versus cover 3, I would actually just hot route Randy Moss onto a corner. And I would put, let me redo that. I would put Randy Moss on a corner and I would actually hot route McCaffrey on like a regular post, a little bit shorter versus cover 3. But here we are versus cover 1. And as we snap the ball, this is kind of, you're going to need time on this play. This PA Y cross, you're going to need time. This dude actually sends the dogs, and I roll out with Denard Robinson after blocking both running backs and just make an absolutely sick throw. But this PA Y cross is a really solid bomb out of the gun split close pro. Okay, so the next formation we're breaking down out of the Miami Dolphins playbook is the gun wing slot offset formation. And right off the bat, you can see something pretty interesting here. We actually have 1, 2, 3 dudes on the line of scrimmage, which gives us the ability to block blitzes really well. And the reason there's 3 dudes in the line of scrimmage, this isn't what a normal gun wing slot offset looks like, but we're actually in the play PA cheat dagger. And as you can see here, it's got a cool little setup here. This is the play art. Yeah, so it is this motion dagger route. And the thing I like just a lot about this play in general is the spacing is really good. So we have this stock like inside running streak that a lot of times will split cover 2 up the middle. We have this dagger that's going to attack like really the outside and then work its way in. And then I like to corner route this outside tight end. I'll slant the inside tight end. And then I'll go ahead and put the running back on a streak. So we're attacking the inside part of the field here. We're attacking the outside. We're attacking over the middle. We're attacking the middle deep. And we're attacking out and then back over the middle. Just really good spacing. And as you'll see right here, we go ahead and we snap the ball. The middle of the field gets kind of muddied. So we're able to throw this corner route for a nice gain. And then right here, his user, he tries to switch stick to the corner route, I think, and we're able to hit the running back on a streak, which is, it's pretty nice. That's a pretty good gain for a running back throw here. This play right here is a slightly different hot route variation. So right here we have Randy Moss on a stemmed down post. And then we have our outside tight end. Instead of on a corner route, we have him on a streak. So we're trying to attack like this area of the field, just deep, right? We're trying to attack the deep sideline. And then we also have Isaac Guerendo on a table route here. So we're also attacking shallow here. So we're kind of flooding that side of the field. Obviously, we have our cheat dig attacking the backside. And then we have this slant. I'm not totally bought in. I might rather go drag there, just because I don't want the slant running into this dig. But you'll see when we snap the play, this slant actually gets kind of mugged on the D line and actually helps the spacing of the play. We're able to hit the backside dagger route for a nice chunky gain right there. Here we got the exact same setup. This time we're going to snap the ball and he's going to go to the right. So we're going to be able to hit this deep post, attacking the deep left sideline. And then again, for good measure, the same exact setup. This time we score a touchdown. I just wanted to add that. I thought that was pretty good. The next play is the cheat Ohio tight end attack. So one thing to notice about this setup right here is I love this play versus man. Well, why? One, we have this really short post from the inside tight end. This is like the same post you'll see in that trips tight end flex. I think it's like PA cheat wheel post. Super popular. It's a really good post. It's going to beat man coverage. We also have this weird like skinny post down the middle that if you're going up against cover zero, which you'll see I am here, obliterates cover zero. And then I like putting this guy on a slant right here. Right here, I guess I cleared out McCaffrey to kind of clear out the post, but I could do a couple things. Maybe I put him on like an in route or something like that. That you can play with that. And then I blocked Isaac Guerendo just to pick up the blitz. But obviously this post route right here, very good. As we snap the ball here, we're gonna be able to beat this. I think this is cover zero. His user was taking it. We're able to throw this thing down the middle for a touchdown. Nice easy score. And then right here, we're backed up against the goal line. Check out the inside post from David Njoku. We're able to catch that and make a little play, getting a lot of rack here. This was a very good play for me. Alrighty, so the next formation I'm going to be breaking down is the gun normal Y off close in the Miami Dolphins playbook. And this is more of an auxiliary formation. I just got a couple plays in here just because it's not the full normal Y off close. There's a lot of really good normal Y off closes in the game. This one doesn't have all the plays, but it does have a pretty good one in the cheat flat X post. And what we're going to be looking at here mainly is this George Kittle cheat flat route. Unless there's like a hard flat over there or it's manned up, it's going to get open a lot of the time. I also really like this return route from David Njoku. And then we also have this post route from Julio Jones that is very similar to the one we just covered in the cheat Ohio attack. It's a little bit of a short post, just fries man. It's really good. And then a lot of times I like to put this outside guy on like a speed dig just because speed digs are really good. That's kind of what I got going with this one. But as you see right here, we'll go ahead and snap the ball. He does not follow George Kittle. He has like 6 dudes in the line of scrimmage, and we're able to hit this throw and get some nice rack. Right there, George Kittle breaking some tackles. Right here, I'm showing off against man coverage. Obviously, that post route really fries. It's very good versus man coverage. And then right here, the next play in the gun normal Y off close is this jet touch pass. And I just really love jet touch passes this year. I think situationally, okay, let me pause this right here. Situationally, I don't know if I can get that, but there's 2 seconds left in the second half right here. I think it's at the bottom of the screen, my bad. 2 seconds left in the second half right here. In this game, I'm not moving the ball at all. I'm on my own 6. So what I end up doing is calling the safest play that could possibly pop for a big play, this jet touch pass. We're going to have this running back right here. He's lead blocking. We got Kittle out here blocking, and then we got our slot receiver out here blocking. So we got 3-on-3, hat on a hat. So we're going to have a chance to get out here with Njoku and hopefully hit something. And I'm going to go ahead and play it for you guys and show you guys what happens because it's pretty cool. Sorry for that. Boom, we go out here, we juke his DB, and then we just cut this thing all the way back. It was 0-0 at half. We're able to take that jet touch pass back to the crib for 7. It's a pretty darn good play. Alrighty, next up, guys, we are hitting the home stretch of formations. We have 4 formations left, and they're all some variation of a tight formation. If I were to characterize this Miami Dolphins playbook as anything, I would say it is the tight tour. Like, it has so many great tight formations starting with this gun tight Y off. So what I like to do here is I call this play wheel spot a lot, but you can run this out of any play. Okay, guys, so my favorite route combo to run out of this tight Y off, you can actually run this in any play. I know I showed wheel spot, but what I like to do is this left guy, I like putting him on that little flat route. and then putting this running back streak behind it. So what that's going to do is it's going to pull any flat routes to the outside, and it's going to leave this streak open in this little this seam. Then I like putting the tight end on a post, and the reason being, right? So the tight end's going to the right, so he's pushing this way, and the halfback is going to be pushing kind of to the left a little bit. And so say this guy right here is the user. Let me clear up the screen a little bit. Say this guy right here is the user, right? If the tight end is going to pull right and the running back is going to kind of pull left, basically it's putting him in two different directions, and you can basically choose whichever one you want to throw to. But continuing on, right, we had the flat, boom, halfback streak, tight end post. I like streaking this dude right here to clear out to be able to hit the post deep over here. And then I'll either flat this guy if I want to have a quick option to the right, or I'll put him on this in to hit it late over the middle. So we'll go ahead and we will snap the ball here. And obviously his user doesn't pick anyone, so we're able to throw to the running back. I could have hit the post late, but you know, it is what it is. Right here, we're able to hit the running back again. These running back streaks are so very good. I love them. Right here, boom, 3 in a row. I have yet to hit a post, but yeah. The next play I want to show you guys is another jet touch pass. I know I said how much I love jet touch passes, but this is basically the same as the gun normal Y off close. We have 3 guys lead blocking for this dude coming around on the jet touch pass. Actually, I think it's this outside guy. We'll see when I snap it. But it's just really good. Like goal line, I'm not really sure what to do. I'm able to hit this jet touch pass, outflank everybody for an easy touchdown. It's good when you just need to, you know, when you need easy yards, you're trying to chew the clock down. It's a pretty safe play. If you're on conservative, you're not going to fumble. Right here, I'm just picking up a lot of yards, especially versus compressed defenses. Nickel, double mug, 6-1. You're going to be able to do absolute work out of this tight Y off jet touch pass. I probably prefer this one over the normal Y off close. I just think it's really good. Moving on to our next kind of conservative type thing out of the gun tight Y off is the inside zone and the 0-1 trap. Right here, I'm just showing it off. These are just some of the best run plays because you have 6 dudes on the line of scrimmage. You can kind of get a hat on a hat and just run the ball up the middle. 0-1 trap, inside zone, there's not a huge difference. With the 0-1 trap, you're more likely to maybe get shot in the backfield just because you have the pulling guard. But I just like running these plays. If you're going to run out of any play I show you today, it's going to be out of tight Y off. So that's what we're breaking down here. This is an end of game situation where I'm really just trying to get the clock down, work the clock in my favor, choose some stuff. All right, so the next formation I'm going to be breaking down is the formation tight slots halfback weak, and we're only breaking down one play here. It's the play 4 verticals. Now, why do I like it? Well, I showed you the gun tight Y off setup that I love with the post, the halfback seam, the flat routes. Basically, the interesting thing about this tight slots halfback weak is these inside wheel routes from these slot guys, this tight end, this slot guy, are basically flat routes for about maybe 5, 6, 7 yards until they turn up the field. So you can basically run that same route combo out of this play and change things up on your opponents, especially if they're running like hard flats out here and they're trying to take away the flats and they're, you know, leaving the deep part of the field open. You can catch them on a surprise wheel route for, you know, very nice gains. And then everything else is pretty much just the same, right? We have our post route here, and then we have our streak route here, and then this guy's going to clear out for the post. It's just a very good route combo. Like it's very good. It's a nice change up from the tight Y off. Here you're going to see his user goes with the post. We're able to throw that halfback seam back late for a nice gain. Right here, he's running, I don't know if this is man coverage or zone coverage. It's like super press. We're actually able to hit the clear out seam for a touchdown. Just a really good play. Moving on to our second to last formation that we're going to be breaking down. It is the gun tight Y off halfback weak, and we're calling the play PA cheat wheel post. So this is very similar to the gun split close pro play that we broke down earlier. Basically, we're going to have this B receiver right here. He's on, again, one of these cheat wheels. So this is going to key us off versus man coverage. I really only call this play versus man coverage. Why would I call this instead of the split close pro? Well, we have more options. We can block the tight end on the line of scrimmage if you like blocking the tight end versus blocking the running backs. You know, just it's a little change up, right? It's different. I like slanting this dude in Julio Jones, and then obviously I'll leave the stock post here. And then I'll either throw the running back on like an out route, something that beats man. A lot of times I'll actually throw the running back on a wheel, even though it doesn't make sense versus man coverage. A lot of times like the user will be manned up. Geez, I'm getting messy. A lot of times the user will be manned up to the running back. So if you throw him on a streak, you'll be able to get like a super easy gain. But very simple. We're able to block the tight end right here. The play comes stock with the tight end block. So you're going to do a good job picking up man coverage blitzes. Right here, we're going versus the double mug. and we'll snap the ball here, get him going in motion. This wheel doesn't really beat man. It's not great at beating man. Sometimes you'll get some bumps and it'll beat man, but right here, we're hitting the slant right here to Julio Jones, get a few extra yards, and then we'll hit this post to Juwan Jennings. The reason I'm showing this in practice mode is I wasn't able to get the right looks in the videos that I made in this offense. I didn't get a whole lot of man. It was a lot of zone coverage, a lot of interesting blitzes. But anyway, another thing you can do right here that I did the same thing in the gun split close pro was isolating this guy right here. So after you motion this guy out here, it's going to draw away this dude. He's going to go over here. So you basically have this one-on-one between them. And as we snap the ball, you're going to be able to beat this corner. After this guy motions, you're going to be able to beat this corner to the boundary. So I like mixing in a little corner route as well as the slant there. You're going to be able to get a lot of good yards. All right, so the last formation we're breaking down, and probably my favorite out of the Miami Dolphins playbook, was recently added in a patch. It is the OG gun tight. And I'll tell you, this is just bomb central. All of these plays I'm showing you are coverage bombs. It's awesome. So this first play we're breaking down is the cross H divide out of the gun tight. Okay, so what we're setting up here, as I mentioned earlier, this comes with like a stock, really deep post. It's kind of like that PAY cross where it gets over everything. Versus cover 4, you just have to wait for it to get past the second inside quarter, and it will get over the outside quarter with the right setup. So the setup I'm using here, this is an everything bomb. This bomb's everything. Obviously, if you're facing cover 3, I prefer shorter posts just because they get open quicker. You're going to need some time to throw this. But big post, we have our clear out here. Doesn't really matter what you do with the running back. I kind of left him on his little swing route. I like keeping this drag and up. I think it's called a drag wheel. Just because it's cool, it's interesting. It'll keep the defense on its toes. And then I'm going to corner route this guy right here. And if you get the time to throw this, like if they give you time, obviously it takes a lot to get open. But if you get the time to throw this is pause. Let me. All right, I keep missing my marks. Anyway, so like I said, this is cover 4. These are 2 inside quarters right here. So these guys are both inside quarters. These guys are outside quarters right here. And so this is his user, obviously. B is gonna run past this outside quarter, and this outside quarter on the far left is going to stick to this corner. So as we can see, they're only rushing 1, 2, 3, and you can just, if you get time, right, if they rush 3, you can just throw this thing and you have a cover 4 bomb. There's not many cover 4 bombs in the game. This is one of them. It's really, really good. Same exact setup here, same exact look versus cover 4. Just take your time. His user almost doubts. That I'm going to sit on that. I did literally back-to-back cover 4 bombs. It's awesome. All right, so the next play we're breaking down out of the gun tight is the drive H out, and this one is a cover 3 bomb. And what are we trying to do here? Well, this little, I wouldn't even know what you call it. So it's from George Kittle right here. It's like a streak, but he breaks in and then cuts out. So like obviously you have your deep third. He's going to play this middle, but because this Kittle route kind of cuts out, it creates a space. And we're trying to find a way to fit this in this area in between the deep safety and the outside guy. So I'll put B. I put him on this corner route, and it'll hold this guy over here. So as we can snap the ball here, like this is like I don't even really care what's going on the other side. I think I streak Dion, probably corner Julio over here, but I'm really looking at these 2 routes over here. His user's on it. His user's trying to stay on it, and we're able to hit George Kittle for a nice seam shot versus cover 3. Here, I believe this is cover 1. Occasionally it will beat man, doesn't always beat man. And then here, cover 3 in the red zone. There's not even a bomb. This is just a tight throw. It's just a great play versus cover 3. All right, guys, so the first formation we're going to be breaking down is the gun spread. And the first play we're going to break down is PAH cross. Now, if I can get the pause correctly here, beautiful. One thing that I really love about this play is this stock crosser right here. It's not quite the hot route crosser. That one goes a little deeper. This one is just, it hits a nice spot. This is about maybe 20 yards down the field. You'll be able to get it under some zone drops. Just a really good route. You're not going to be able to get it anywhere else. The way I like to pair this up is putting this backside speed out on the backside, because a lot of times what's going to happen is the user is going to follow the crosser. So people aren't going to be able to switch stick back to that speed out if they're not looking for it. It's a nice, easy play to get yards. And then I really like this drag from our slot guy. Basically, we're going to have this crosser going this way. We have this clear out here that's going to push all the deep zones. So we're attacking this spot 20 yards down the field. And for the most part, the user's going to have to follow at least the first time maybe he zone drops. but then we're going to have this drag going back the other way. So if the user takes the crosser, we'll have the drag. So I'll go ahead and just play the clip here. I believe this guy kind of faked a mid blitz right here. We're able to hit Deion Sanders out there for a nice gain of like 20. Right here, again, he's sitting in this mid blitz, but I'm 5-outing. He's not sending everybody. We're able to hit this backside speed out. One important thing is to click on and catch that, because knockouts will knock it out if you don't click on. Next play right here, we're able to hit the drag and kind of break it back up the field. An important part about this play before I get into what I'm about to show is it is play action. So a big meta in Madden is like is loop blitzing. Let me see if I can get us to... Yeah, so in a loop blitz, I'll kind of give an example. It's not done. This is double mug right here. It's not done on a double mug, but say you have a linebacker right here, and another linebacker right here. A lot of times you'll get that dime look, or you can do it out of 3-4 odd. This guy will loop around and come through this gap on the D line. I hope that doesn't look really weird, but play action, if you're getting looped, if there's linebackers coming in free, if you just run play action, that does a very good job of neutralizing that loop. The blocking scheme's different. It's just good. That's why I like PAH cross. And that's why I'm probably not going to run a lot of non-play action plays versus loop blitzes. Okay, so the next play I want to briefly break down is out of the formation right next to gun spread. It's the spread doubles flex, and it's this PA slot post. Now, this is a coverage bomb. That stock post right here, we have Deion Sanders. This stock post will get over pretty much, or it actually gets under cover 4. So it gets under the outside quarter. And then this guy right here ends up getting pulled down. Right here, I'm facing that double mug setup, and we're actually going to hit this slant right. This is just kind of like a made up setup I made for this. I got nice little underneath options here to the running back and then the slant in case this bomb's not going. I'm literally thinking either short route, bomb, or throw it away here. I'm not trying to really sit in there and make a read, because I know pressure's coming. I'm getting ready to get rid of the ball. So right here, boom, I go ahead, I snap the ball, and I see pressure's coming in, so I just hit George Kittle on the slant. It's kind of close, but we're able to pick up a nice gain here. And then here in practice mode, I set the exact same thing up. So we have the comeback route. Let me just show that one more time. Okay, yeah, so the setup right here is just a comeback on this guy, and then just keep the stock deep post because it gets to a really nice spot. It's pretty simple. It's a nice quick snap play. Nice quick snap bomb out of the spread, or spread doubles flex. And I'm just going to snap it here. Gonna get some time. I do a little motion blocking here because I'm just trying to show the bomb. It's literally just that comeback and that deep post right there. You see this actually gets under that middle left, like deep quarter. Yeah, it's just a nice easy bomb. So right here, I'm in the play PAH cross, but I took inspiration from the play whip halfback rail. Like I explained earlier, I don't like running things that aren't play action because you're gonna get looped so often. I was just running it because I just like the play action blocking a little better in general. This is double mug. I'm not getting looped here. But what I like to do is, so originally the spread set, we have one receiver right here, one receiver right here, a receiver right here who's Kittle, and then this outside receiver right here. All I did was motion over this outside receiver right here with Devin Hester, and we're creating this flat zig combo, which is just a generally really good concept versus zone in Madden. It's also good. You can do this at a bunch of different formations. Also pretty good versus man. And then on the left side, I just have this flat, and I have this streak with the running back. So this is PAH cross, but it's taking inspiration from whip halfback rail. So versus zone, this is going to be disgusting. We're going to have the flat route wheel, or the streak is going to get in between the hook, or in between the curl flats. And then on this side, this zig or this flat could get open. And then guys, tell me if any of you else struggle with this. I can never throw speed outs in the end zone. They seem to always get thrown really weirdly and picked. This is just a clear out for me. I do not throw speed outs in the end zone, but I'll go ahead and we'll snap it, and I'll pause it midway through the play. Okay, so if we pause it right here, like I said, this is maybe cover 4, maybe cover 2. This play is just absolutely shredding zone. So the halfback vertical is wide open. The flat route pulls the flat out that way. The flat route over here pulls this flat defender, leaving the zig wide open. So we have two wide open dudes. His user is like doing nothing on the D line. So thanks. I'm going to go ahead and resume that. Kept a little of the editing in here from the live gameplay. We're able to score a touchdown. Very good. All right, moving on to our next formation is the gun Y-off trips. And this is possibly my favorite formation in this playbook. I've had a lot of success with it. What makes it really good are these 3 plays right here. We have an X close halfback dive, and X close, I'll show you guys when the screen comes up. There's a receiver motioned in that normally wouldn't be motioned in. X close PA slants and RPO X close duo bubble. So I'm going to be showcasing this X close halfback dive. I believe it's one of the best runs in Madden. It does a great job versus dollar. It's just very good. All these blockers just kind of go straight up the field. They pick a guy off and they just get up the field. I'm just going to play the clip. It's hard for me to explain it. The run is just amazing. Right here, we're able to kind of get by some guys with CJ Spiller. By the way, my team is very much like not on par with this guy's team. This dude has some absolute dogs on his defensive line, but we're still gashing it with this play. This play is just, it's absolutely awesome. I love it. Right here, CJ Spiller. This is draft CJ Spiller, by the way, just doing work. I think if I pause that, this is like 90 overall Zach Frazier, I think, from the Ghost of Mutt promo. So yeah, this thing blocks up well. It's just very good. So the next play in this formation that is really a great complement to that run is this RPO X close duo bubble. And so my key for calling this is, as we can see here, there's no slot corner. There should be, or not that there should be, but in some formations, in a lot of formations, there's a slot corner right over Deion Sanders right here that would normally play this bubble. But the closest guy to playing it is this safety. So if you ever see something like this, this is a go. This is a, hey, run this play. You're going to get easy yards. So right here, no slot corner. I just go ahead and I snap the ball. We're able to throw this to Deion Sanders for just a nice gain. Our outside wide receiver picks up a block, especially if you got those golden tickets with like Vanguard. This will do really good. Same idea. There's no slot corner there. So I'm just getting free yards. This play is just awesome. All right, so the next play, which is our main passing play off those 2 run plays, is X close PA slants. And the way well, first of all, it's a play action, which I love. We're able to pick up the loop blitz. If I can kind of describe the loop blitz again, it would be something like this linebacker, when the ball is snapped, instead of rushing through this gap, he's going to come around the D tackle and come through this gap. And a lot of times, like if you're not calling play action, that's coming in. It's very important to call play action to negate that. It messes up the rush angle. He goes a little slower. The linemen kind of pick him up. Play action is just really good versus the blitz. So the route combo I'm running here is not like the best. I'm more so showcasing what you can do from this formation. So with the X close, you could put this guy who's basically in like a tight end spot into a zig. So that's Devin Hester onto a zig. Maybe you don't want Devin Hester there. Maybe a bigger wide receiver. I got a speed out here, which we can throw. I have a zig. I have a streak from Kittle. This is actually a combo that I like. I know some people run it. I just want to emphasize how cool it is. It's double streaks. And why this is important is Kittle's going to push out any vertical hooks. So if this guy's in a vert, he's going to take Kittle up this way, leaving CJ Spiller open underneath. It's just a cool route concept. I think I end up missing that on this play right here if I snap it. Yeah, so right here, I should have hit this guy. Like this is exactly what I said. This dude took Kittle up the field. Running back streak, wide open. I end up kind of spazzing out and throwing Deion into the flat to get like a couple yards. It's tough. Right here, we got another route combo. This one's kind of messy. I think one thing I want to drive home is maybe don't run this streak into this backside post. I like the backside post, but not with the streak, just because these guys are actually meshing right here. And I don't know if I added the clip, but at one point I threw the ball and they ran into each other and it was just not fun. But zig here, post on Kittle, right? So we have a little high-low here between these two. And then maybe I put this guy on a drag. If I go back, I probably put Deion on a drag. This is kind of just a feeling out kind of route combo here. I probably put Deion on a drag, but we have basically 3 routes going this way, and we're just picking one. We also have a zig down here, and then this halfback streak. Maybe I should put this guy on a halfback flat. That might have been smarter. But just a lot of good spacing, a lot of good directional stuff right here. So this is what I meant about the meshing. I don't like this, but you can see B is going to get open. Y is probably not open. X is kind of open, and then Kittle is about to get open. As we'll see right here. I think I like changed the opacity of my marker there. Let's go ahead and play that. Boom. Yep, Kittle gets open. I get down, click on, and we're able to get a nice gain on the post route. Similar kind of idea, I guess. Instead of putting the running back flat here, I put a little Deion zig. Where's my... Oh, I was using the wrong pen. Okay, yeah. Deion zig here. Running back streak. Again, I would change that. I might go flat drag here. That might be better. Same kind of idea. Let me clear that for you guys. Right here. Okay, so running back streak. wide open. I'm throwing B. Like, guys, I think I'm more of a coach. I'm way better on the whiteboard than I am in the game. Oh my goodness. Running back here, this guy here, they're both open. I think even Dion's open here. X is probably open. This guy has to pick between Kittle and this dude. The user is over here. I'll go ahead and just play it for you guys. We're able to kind of make a diving catch there, but we could do better. Another cool thing you could do here, I was trying to create like a trail concept with the post here and then the angle route, but it just didn't work. Not good spacing. But we're highlighting this like little tight end zig, or motioned in wide receiver zig. It's pretty dang good. Like, especially man coverage, boom, right there. Him on like a linebacker or a D end. Nice little gain right there with Devin Hesser. And then right here, what do I end up throwing? Do I throw the, I throw the Dion zig on the backside right there. Nice little gain. Overall, just a great play. So the next play I'm breaking down at this gun Y off trips is the RPO read Y flat. I'm pretty sure you guys have seen this. I think it's like in gun trips nasty. This Y off trips has one. It's very good. And what we're looking at here is we're always paying attention to this pitch key, because this is going to be the guy who ends up playing this Kittle flat. So I see he's right there. I think there's a chance he makes a play. Probably not, because he probably gets picked up by this Dion block right here. But what I end up doing is I'm going to motion, I think I motion Jawan Jennings over. And what that does is it ends up moving the pitch key to this guy, which is interesting now, because if Dion gets him blocked, we have Kittle basically roaming free. So we go ahead and boom. So we go ahead and we're going to snap this. And it's Kittle versus the outside corner gets blocked. We're able to throw this, pretty much a free touchdown. I love this play in the red zone. It's just nice, especially when they don't see it coming. If they see it coming, I don't like it as much. I don't like spamming this right here. You see the safety is our pitch key. So I just know this is free. We're able to hit up blocks there. Kittle, boom, bang, free, almost first down. So the next play I'm going to break down, and pardon me that this clip gets kind of chopped up. I think my Elgato capture card was just running hot or something like that. It's all go, and it's this formations version of like 4 verticals. And the thing I kind of want to point out here, at least for this play, is this inside streak kind of bends in. Like, it's not a normal streak that just goes straight. So what that's going to allow you to do is it's going to allow you to really like pass lead the ball inside. Like, you're going to be able to kind of pass lead it inside and run away from dudes. And a lot of times this recording was pre the bottleneck stuff. So in order to beat man here, you're going to want like a double or nothing on your wide receiver. But right here, what happens, and it's going to lag a little bit, hopefully. So we see here, right? Dion is right here on the inside hip. Cornerback has outside leverage. Safety is like right here, kind of right on top of him. We're going to be able to throw this ball to the empty void right here because of the shape of that route. And it's going to allow us to hit like a pretty sick touchdown. I don't know if you guys can see it, but down bottom here, it's probably not going to, I'll just tell you, there's no time left on the clock before halftime. So this was a pretty clutch throw right here. We're able to rip that thing to the middle. Free touchdown to Dion. This is a great quick snap play. One thing right here is obviously if that's a bottleneck on like a double or nothing, you're gonna be able to hit free press man streaks. If you quick snap this, it's pretty good. And then one thing I wanted to point out is, so this is cover 3, right? We got our 3 deep zones right here. This little tight end, the stock tight end, like crosser corner post thing, you can't hot route this. It only comes in this play. It's great for quick snap, and it's a cover 3 beater. Like, it hits right here. You could get touchdowns. You could get big gains. You could also hit this versus cover 3. I'd probably like it more as a streak. This is where I don't like it bending in, because it's bending in towards this deep zone right here. But I'll go ahead and snap the play, and Kittle's going to get into a really good sweet spot for a huge gain. You may even be able to take this in for a touchdown. It's that good. All right, so now we're getting into the more gadgety option college type stuff. This is the go-go slot open. And a unique thing about this is you got 2 running backs. This is the play halfback swing. We got 2 running backs right here. Boom, boom. And what's cool about this is it's just a stock halfback pass. I guess you could hit this slant. I don't really do it very often, so I'd probably advise against it. But so we have 1, 2, 3 lead blockers for this little bubble screen. And if I look to the left of my screen, there is 1 defender over there. So we have numbers right here. This is such a great play versus compressed formations, versus double mug, versus 6-1. Whenever they have a bunch of dudes lined in towards the line of scrimmage, you're going to be able to hit this for a big gain. Right here, I'll go ahead and snap the play. Hit Adrian Peterson. His user does a good job avoiding the blocks, but we're able to kind of get out. Get a nice little gain of 5. Right here, same thing. One dude over on island. It's 3rd and 14. This is a 3rd and 14. He's outnumbered. We're able to run this, pick up a first down on 3rd and 14. And then right here, 2nd and 11. Same thing. He hasn't changed defenses. We're able to absolutely gash with Adrian Peterson right here down the middle. The next play we're going to run, and this is the main passing play I like to run out of the go-go slot open. Like I said, I love play action. Ironically, you're going to be able to kind of run dudes out of that loop because I do like this better than the stock play action play in this formation, the spot lead swing, just because these routes, you can't hot route these. Like you can't hot route this post and you can't hot route this corner. So like you do kind of need this play. If they're looping you, we're going to try and run the ball, kind of try and get him out of it. Then we can run this. If not, you can just run the play action play. It's PA Fin. I don't know if I have that in here somewhere. But yeah, right here, we got this backside post, which I don't really throw unless it's late. We have this running back Texas route. Jeez, I struggled getting that one out. And then we have a flat, a streak, which is actually a speed out that I just stemmed up because you can't really, you can't streak things normally in this game anymore. That's a Madden 25 thing. I think it's with the custom stem. They just changed the hot routes. And then we have this corner. Jeez, horrible drawing on the corner route. This is a classic flood concept over here. Flat corner streak, and then we have a backside post, which you can turn into a backside dig if you don't like the depth of the post. And then we have this running back Texas route versus a lot of times there's man coverage. Everything goes to the right, and then you're going to have this running back ISO going to the left. A lot of times get huge gains. Just a cool little combo here. I'm going to go ahead and snap the ball. Okay, I did mention it. PA Fin. Let me go back and just show you guys that real quick. Yeah, so PA Fin is something I would call and just hot route to make it look similar to these spot lead swing setups just because it's play action. It'll help versus the loop. Right here, we're going to go ahead and snap this. I went a little hot potato right here. 2 seconds left on the shot clock. Just threw this thing out to CJ Spiller. Probably had other stuff open that I may have wanted to hit. End up fumbling this out of bounds, thankfully. Right here, we're able to kind of hang in there. This looks like kind of a cover 2 with zone drops. We're able to hit that nice short corner, which is pretty good. Right here, I'm able to hang in there, and we're able to hit the running back Texas route, and this was nasty. This was a 4th and 16 that we picked up for a first down. That got us a rage quit right there. All right, so the next play we're going to break down is this triple option RT, triple option right. This is one of the cool aspects of the go-go slot open. You can do a lot of college-y stuff, a lot of cool stuff in it. It's very unique. It's the only playbook with this formation in Madden. All right, so with the triple option, we're looking at 2 things. One being the read key right here, one being the pitch key. Personally, I don't really like this when the read key is inside like this. I would prefer this dude to be the read key right here and then this dude to be the pitch key, but it is what it is. I was just kind of freestyling here. What you're going to look for is if the read key crashes in towards the running back, you're going to hold A or X on PlayStation to pull with the quarterback. And then if this guy crashes on the quarterback, you're going to press LB or L1 to pitch the ball. Couple things to note here. I do like this just running it as an inside zone. So I'm actually okay with just keeping this with the running back, particularly versus Dollar. Like it's not a bad run. Right here, we're in the red zone. So I get the look I want, actually. Let me cut that back a little bit. So I was talking earlier, if I can get that to go back. I was talking earlier about how I like the read key on the edge and the pitch key being the slot. Just because the read is clearer. When the guy's inside like this, it's very hard to figure out where he's going. Usually leads to, muffed pitches or fumbles or stuff like that. But right here, I'm able to read it. We got this dude crashed. He's using the pitch key, actually. So I see he crashed. I kept it. He used the pitch key. I kept it with the quarterback. Nice touchdown right there. Right here, I think this is one of my best plays of the year. This was in a video. I'm down 4. This is Charlie Ward. Just a great play. Great stick. I was having a good time. You can create some fun plays running this formation, running that play. I just thought that was super cool. And then right here, read key is inside. The pitch key actually moves to the safety up here with Isaiah Simmons. One mistake I make is if you guys can see, I'm actually pitching the ball right now, and the pitch key is right here. I would have waited to have him commit a little more, because if he takes the running back, I'm home free this way. And then if he takes me, this guy's probably going to suck in this way, and then we'd be able to hit that pitch for a longer or a bigger gain. I end up kind of throwing it early, and that's why that guy can click on and kind of make the play. Just a little teaching tip right there. All right, so the next formation we're breaking down is this bunch strong offset. And this is not something I actually ran a lot. It's somewhat of a meta formation, a little less meta this year, but it's just really good overall. And the play I'm going to be breaking down, I'm just breaking down a couple plays out of here because I don't really use it, but that's like a personal preference of mine. It's not that it's not good. I'm just not really a bunch guy. Seattle, very good. We're going to be going over a route combo that's meta. It's like pretty dang good. You can do it out of a lot of different formations. And what it is it's this flat, or I guess it's not. So we have a drag with the tight end here. We have this point guy on like a crosser. I would actually rather put him on like a post and then stem it down, just because I think this crosser, there's not enough space in between the drag and the crosser. It's a little shallow. And then we have the running back on a streak here, and we have this outside guy on a flat. What that really does is it isolates the user. So the user's either going to have to play he's either going to have to play the crosser over here, or he's going to have to play the running back vertical. As you guys can see here, I'll just snap the play and kind of show it off. It just stretches the defense. It really stretches the defense. Right here, we pause it. His user's actually in Narnia. His user's over here, which is kind of crazy. But if we look, this other linebacker is dealing with the post. The flat took the flat defender out this way, and the running back streak is just wide open right there. Boom, throw that Anthony Richardson. Nice gain. Right here, we're able to snap the ball. I haven't hot routed the post yet, but you're actually able to hit the drag early. It's a good quick hitter. And then, like I said, right here, I do like the post better just because it creates more space between the drag. And the reason you want space there is if there's not a lot of space, the user could actually play both routes. So it's important to kind of have that spacing. Right here, I'm going to go ahead and snap it. We're able to hit Ricky Pearsall really quick right here and catch it right in front of the knockout. Kind of a user input thing you got to click on. And then one thing right here is, so pre-play I noticed, I was thinking he's either in cover 4 or cover 2. And the one cool thing about this play, is a lot of times when you're running this route combo, you're only going to have access to a flat route on this guy. Like, it's just going to be a flat. It's not going to be a lot. Maybe it's a check down. But in this play, Seattle, this thing actually starts out as a flat and cuts up this way. So I had a little bit of an inkling. Right here, I see 1, 2, 3, 4. So it could be cover 4, or it could be 2 deep halves right here and 2 flats right here. So what I end up doing is just keeping an eye on this route. I end up snapping the ball. It's like 1st and 10, so I know I have a shot to kind of do some stuff. And I end up rolling out here and isolating this flat route, and we're able to throw this ball for a huge gain. It's just a nice, solid play. I like it a lot. So the next play we're breaking down is this play, return spacing. And it's a cool new version of the play spacing, except we have an auto motion. So a lot of different stuff you can do right here. One thing I like about the auto motion is you can kind of surprise people, and you can check if this guy motions and he gets followed, you can tell it's man. Also, when this guy cuts back, he's going pretty fast, where he's gonna beat dudes to the outside. I was kind of worried here about his user, so I didn't throw this, but looking back on it, I probably could have thrown it. But all you're doing is you're just reading the spacing here. So there's going to be potentially a throw out here, potentially a throw right here, and potentially a throw right here. And then you have this slant back there. So I just have my eyes like in this general area, and I'm just looking like, is it this one? Is it this one? Or is it this one? It's very simple. And if it's not, I'm just throwing it away. Like, it's a very good zone beater, not a great man beater, but it's great in the red zone when people are playing zone in the red zone. It just does a great job. Right here, I'll snap it. Boom. Okay, so if we pause it right here, I'm taking a look here, and here simultaneously. I see open grass right here. That's basically my read. It's like boom, boom, boom. Which one of these spaces is open? And then if I'm feeling it, if I'm reading the field well that day, maybe I get back to this slant. But other than that, I'm either throwing it away, worst case scenario, take a sack. That's kind of the read here. So anyway, we're able to, hit this nice little Ricky Pearsall wide open in the end zone. Very good play. And then this is the play with no auto motion. It's just if you want to mix it up on your opponent, maybe he sees the auto motion coming, you could run that. Next play we're breaking out is this crack toss. I like this, and this is kind of a specialty play. This is not something I run a bunch. I like this when I see stuff like double mug and 4-3-6-1. Like I said, these bunched formations, these bunched defenses. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 dudes in the box. So you're able to basically pin them all, get them to stick inside, and just kick this thing out. We got great blocks. We're just wide open to the end zone. Very good play. He just does a good job. All right, the next formation we're breaking down is this wing slot offset. The things I love about this, one, it's very good run formation. We have that same run from the Y off trips. I'm kind of just going to show it off. It's the exact same run. It's just a great blocking run. And we have 2 tight ends in the line of scrimmage, so we're able to really block up the blitz. I really just run mesh spot from this. I run a lot of different variations here. You see that flat running back streak combo, and then same kind of idea. This is actually man coverage. His user just forgets the running back. I'm just running a lot of mesh spot, a lot of run plays out of it. Very conservative formation. Let me run this back. Yeah, so this is another variation of what we could run here. So we have same like stock mesh post backside dig here. We have a drag route. We have a corner route from the outside tight end, a flat route. So a little bit of some spacing here, a little backside dig, streak route in case we have like a cover 3 or something like that. As we look, there's actually no one over the tight end. So given this look, I'd be like, yeah, streaks are probably there. And then we also have this backside dig, which no one ever thinks about. You actually are able to hit it a lot of the time. It's one of my favorite routes in the game because no one sees it coming. We'll just snap through these, just running these different variations. Right here, I roll out to the right. That moves his user. We're able to hit that backside dig, avoid the knockout. Same kind of idea here. I roll out to the right. The user's taking everything to the right. I'm able to hit this backside dig. It's very nice. And then right here, just hit the drag kind of opened up. And then one thing you'll notice particularly, I don't think he's loop blitzing here. He's just stock blitzing this linebacker through the gap. One thing you'll notice is most people are right-handed. And also the loop blitz kind of works this way. Most people will use this linebacker and they'll blitz this linebacker. So one thing you could do, especially with this wide receiver on the line of scrimmage, is just look to streak him because a lot of times that space is just empty. As we see right here, snap the ball. Boom, the space is just empty. The linebacker came through. We're able to hit just an easy streak for some nice yards. And then right here, we're in the red zone, same kind of mesh spot idea. It's kind of a weird route come. I don't really know what I was doing. I had tight end on a corner. This guy should have been on like a streak. Instead, I had him on a wheel. Got the meshing drags right here. This dude actually has film study activated. So I think I know what I did. I was just trying to quick snap him because he had film study activated. Meshing drags, backside dig, just trying to get going quick snap him. And it kind of works here. Basically, I see him. He like switches onto the guy over to the right. We're able to get Kittle throwing. Weird animation, weird knockout, but it works. All right, the last formation we're going to be breaking down is the gun tight. I just like tight formations in this game. I like tight Y off. I like tight. It's just very good, and we're just breaking it down. This one passing play is just really good. This bench swirl return, mostly because of this return route. Return routes are just great in this game. I love having them in my plays. If you're looking to figure out if a formation is good or if it's a play good, look for a return route. It's likely pretty good. And what I like to do right here is on the return route side, I will put this dude on like a stem down post, and then I'll streak this tight end. So we have a little clear out. We're pushing deep zones out this way, and then we're trying to hit the post in like this area right here. So we're stressing out that part of the field. Then I like to put like a flat or an out route right here. That'll create like a high-low on that side. And basically, we all have everything's moving to the right here. Everything, this user's going to follow to the right. All that stuff's moving to the right. And then we have this return route, which hits late. We're going to have it open back over here. It's just a very hard play to defend. And personally, I kind of just like to block the running back. I haven't found a route that I love to send the running back on. Maybe I go like double posts, send this tight end on a post, streak this guy, and then just put him on a flat. That might be something I do. But for now, this is just my favorite way to run this. It's a great play, great little mini scheme you can run, and it's just very fundamental. As we watch here, user takes the post. We're able to hit that Devin Hester just wide open, very open. Right here, user takes the return route, able to hit the post route. It just stresses the heck out of the defense right here. User takes the post, return, very simple. And then right here, his user just in Narnia, as he's kind of there. I just threw it anyway because I was just being aggressive. Boom. Another thing I want to highlight is a lot of times versus compressed formations, people aren't going to base align. So if this formation was base aligned, this DB right here would be like squatting out here. He'd be out here. But versus tight formations, people could do that. But a reason they wouldn't do that is because if this dude is out here, that would leave the seam open right here. So a lot of people, I don't know, like everyone has their different opinions, but I would say a good thinking person sometimes would maybe not base align their defense versus tight. They wouldn't do it. So what that opens up for us is we have these leveraged little short out routes they're just so good. I'm just going to play a couple of them right here. We're able to out leverage the defense and just get really good rack right here. Nice little baby route. Very easy, very simple. You're not going to get sacked. You can get the ball out quick. It's just very good to have in your offense. Right here, boom. We're able to almost, did we get a, no, we almost scored a touchdown right there. It's just very good. And then right here's another one. Yeah, another out route. You can see I loved out routes. I put 4 of them in here. All right, if you guys made it this far, you are an absolute stud, and I appreciate you. My goal this year was to kind of combine both unique content and really high-level content, and these 3 playbooks were the product of that coming together. I hope to do even more in the future and keep growing on this. This was a cool start. I appreciate you guys. If you guys like that, check this video out right here, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Hopefully we got some good stuff coming. Take care. Peace.